Oh, almost dropped the phone. Well, it's warm this morning. It's 48 degrees. Yeah, it looks like nobody had opportunity to eat that food I put out last night. Oh, well, they ate all the dry stuff. Good. Yeah, I came out yesterday and anyway, saw a small cat under here. So I brought some food out. Tried to keep Bravo from noticing and succeeded. Come on, come on. And then later in the evening, whenever I fed everyone, I brought a can with a little bit of canned food and some dry food. And then she came out and wanted to be petted and loved on. She's very, very young or extremely petite. I'm guessing at the female because I'm the worst ever about sexing cats. And she had obviously, she's extremely affectionate, rolling over, getting her tummy rubbed. I mean, anyway, so then I was terrified to leave her outside. So I picked her up to see if she was happy about that, and that was fine. Carried her inside, and she has been miserable ever since. I put her immediately in Colo's crate because I don't want any fights or anybody getting hurt or anybody dashing out the door in the chaos. So anyway, so the only thing that made sense was to put her in the crate, which I did. And she's pretty much been stressed and growling and hissing and everything ever since. Even though she has a litter box and water but anyway, and then Colo and Smudge, my girls, are treating her like a zoo display. They're not happy. And they'll go and stare at her and then growl at her a little bit. Anyway, and then Bravo, he's just confused. Come on. He doesn't understand this really aggressive cat. Because every time the little one sees him, she immediately starts hissing. And so he's been he's curious a little bit, but more so he just seems really confused, so he'd just move on. But, yeah. Oh, finished my LTAC. I didn't check it before I came out, but I got my reflection in the front door and I saw them all wonky. But anyway, it is. I'm glad I finished it. I'll have it today and tomorrow for walking the dog, and I finally scheduled a pickup order. First one in weeks. But with everything being closed for a couple of days, I want to get a few of the odds and ends I might feel like doing. I might want to make some snickerdoodles or who knows what. But anyway, mostly odds and ends. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. You keep going further and further. Bravo. Hey, come on, over here. Yeah, it's 48, but it is very damp. So I guess I probably should have put my gloves on after all. I didn't put them on because, oh well, I guess I really wouldn't think. Oh, I have green pants on too. Yeah. Good location, buddy. Good spot. And I'm not wearing a Christmas sweater. I'm just wearing fleece, but my plan is to wear a Christmas sweater today. Come on. Come on. Let's go. And Yeah, and then last night, well, yesterday evening, I noticed my phone, because I have a wireless charger that it sits on. It's a handy little stand. Absolutely love it. It's years old now, and it's a fast charger too. But anyway, my phone was down to like 40 some odd percent, which is usually at 100. And anyway, couldn't get it to charge. It just kept falling off. Couldn't get it to charge plugging it in. I rebooted it, turned it off, tried charging. And anyway, well, pissed, you know. So eventually I just put it over on the charger for the pad, turned it off, put it on the charger over for the pad across the room, and it was like, there, you know, it'll charge or it won't. Come on. Yeah, we're not going to ruin any critters' Christmas. Come on, let's go. Try not to, anyway. Let's go. And I was so happy this morning that it was charged. Turned it on, and so far it is charging fine on the wireless charger. So far it's acting normal. I really don't want to replace a phone. I mean, I have a replacement on hand. Anyway. So I haven't done a phone backup in a long time, so I'm going to do that today. And I started the sleeve on the Wildwood sweater. Finished the body. Started one sleeve. I guess I'm probably halfway or more done with the one sleeve. And it will be young person size after all. So that's great. And it will be nice and warm, so that is truly wonderful. And I'm wanting to make me a few, hold on, of the, just stay still. Musselburgh hats in different colors because, and I also want to make them out of the DK weight yarn so that I have some lightweight ones. Right now, most of mine are really heavy duty. Yeah, I definitely should have put my gloves on, Bravo. And then tomorrow we're forecast for rain. But so far, we'll see what happens. So far, today's supposed to be just cloudy, but we'll see. It'll be what it'll be. This weird fascination with weather as I get older just blows my mind. But anyway, it's supposed to be raining tomorrow, but right now, Google is saying it's going to be less than 1/4 of an inch accumulation. Now, if that were in turn an inch of snow, I think that's the ratio. 1:4. 1 part rain equals 4 parts snow. Okay. Like if it were rain, it would be 1 inch. If it were snow, it would be 4 inches of the same moisture. I think that's right, 1 to 4. I used to know that stuff. Mainly whenever I lived on the road, whenever I was driving. Yeah. And what's hilarious is, in truth, I paid less attention to the weather then. than I do now. The only thing I cared about was whether or not accidents on the road and uh, icing. Okay, come on. And then in the Midwest, they can because everything's so flat. Um, their wind, there aren't any wind breaks, so the winds can reach really high speeds and stay that way. And in the wintertime, really, what's necessarily like in this region with the mountains and everything, um, not a big deal. Sustained winds freezes things and keeps them frozen because the winds continue. And that was something that we paid attention to because, well, your fuel could gel. And if that happened, well, your fuel's too cold to go through the engine. And then no go, no heat, no nothing. Come on, come on. So anyway, that was something. And there are plenty of additives, and most fuel is already treated during the wintertime, particularly in northern states, but I think just about everywhere. In the wintertime, treated to raise the freezing point of the fuel. To lower the freezing point of the fuel. But anyway, it can still happen whenever, with wind chill, it's like negative 40 and 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Most of the time, whenever you're running down the road, not an issue. Can be, okay? If you ever see these big trucks that have like cardboard in their grill, that's why they're keeping a good spot, Bravo. They're trying to keep as much heat in their engine air compartment as they can. So yeah, it's a real issue. But one of the funniest, I think it happened in Iowa. I don't remember for sure, but it was hilarious because it wasn't very often that my second husband and I parked due to weather. That was a rarity for us in our 15 years. And but one time we did. The roads were bad. The winds were blowing trucks off the road. I mean, it was very, very dangerous. And I'm trying to recall, they may have even shut the road down. I think they did shut the interstate down because of the wind and the snow and sleet and everything. So anyway, and we pulled into a rest area. Not our first choice most of the time, but anyway, we pulled into a rest area. And there aren't many options in Iowa for places for big trucks. There aren't many people, so there's not. Anyway, so, and the trucks all got as close to one another as possible to be basically a windbreak for each other. Truth is, nobody wanted to be on the outside. Come on, let's go. Anyway, and so we're all just, mostly, just parked and waving. And it seems like they had put up, no. They may have even put up some kind of shelter type facilities inside of the rest area. It was that bad. It was a bad storm. No, now come on. And, but anyway, so we make it through the night. We had a extra generator on our truck too, so we didn't have to run the engine, but I think we did just because that was the safest thing to do. I don't remember. So anyway, about the wind. What was funny about that is whenever we woke in the morning, the wind during the night had blown a bunch of us our trailers right up against one another. So yeah, we all did the best we could and did as little damage as we could to everything. to get out of there, you know. And it was really cooperative, and with the wind blowing and ice hitting your face and everything, it was very friendly, and everybody being very helpful one another. But I remember waking up, and that as soon as I looked up in the cab area, looked through the curtain, looked up in the front seats, and there was a driver in the truck over on the right-hand side of us, sitting at his steering wheel. And I just remember he had the biggest smile on his face and kind of threw his hands up like, can you believe this? And he was so close. And that's whenever I looked at the side mirror on that side and saw that there was no space between his trailer and our trailer. But yeah, that was, actually, this is a very fond memory. It was cooperation and everybody just having such a good attitude in not great circumstances, because none of us were looking forward to getting back on the road, not knowing how bad the road might be. But anyway, it is a fond memory. It makes me smile. Everybody was. It was just, I mean, what? You might as well laugh. The whole thing was so ridiculous. You might as well laugh. And I guess it comes back to two types of people. They're the ones that might as well laugh, and the ones that are, you might as well cry and bitch. But yeah, I think pretty much all of us were, might as well laugh. I don't remember anybody of the other ilk playing a role that day. Nope, you leave that alone. I thought I had a pocket here. I may not. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, that's not for Bravo. It's never for Bravo. Never, never. It's never for Bravo. Come on. Nope, that's not for Bravo. Good baby. Merry Christmas! Poor things. Scared teenagers. Come on. Come on. Come on. My guess would be it would be very difficult for someone to claim they didn't see me between my green pants and my elf hat and Bravo's red coat. Bravo, come on now, over here, sniff away, get away from the road. Everybody's gonna be stressing and probably not full of holiday cheer. I hope I'm wrong. Fortunately, I have mostly seen people very excited about, come on, family coming in and getting together, and most of it has been positive. Unfortunately, there have been some, they're so stressed, they're, basically dreading the whole thing, and that just... Never. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Never. Not once. From in all of my adulthood, whether I was hosting or going to family, or did I dread the Christmas celebration. I didn't. I just, and still don't. I looked forward. Come on now. Come on. Leave it alone. I looked forward to all of it. To the cooking and figuring out where to set everything. And the only thing I didn't look forward to was my father-in-law for a number of years. Thought that, it was totally okay to show up whenever the hell, no matter what time I said dinner was going to be on the table. I disagree. And so eventually it was, no, not waiting. We're going to eat. I told you what time. And everything and usually clearing away the table, chairs, and everything else. And leftovers in the kitchen. Help yourself. You're welcome. But no, I stopped waiting.